Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Last episode we stalemated the Africa Corps in the North African desert here. They attacked us, we attacked them, they attacked us, and it looks pretty rough right now. Like we've taken some casualties, our organization is low, but theirs is falling pretty quickly. They're not going to be able to break through these lines, and we do have a second line of defense. We have some units that have been sitting here, digging in. They haven't been digging in for too long. By the time, if we do lose this battle, these guys will have fully dug in and probably fully organized by the time these guys retreat. So I'm not worried about that. We've got a large air force over in North Africa, and we dealt the Kriegsmarine a crippling blow when when the Royal Air Force bombed out the Bismarck and the Scharnhorst out of their berths in Emden here. So the Scharnhorst and the Bismarck are gone, sunk. Actually, let's actually try to find them real quick. Ledger? And I think we go to ship sunk, and we're gonna go to owner, Germany. The Bismarck, there it is, right there, is sunk. Sinker name, number 47 Squadron from the United Kingdom. Let's see, the Admiral Scheer, sunk by the Resolution. Let's see, anything else? Coastal Battleship, the Scharnhorst, sunk by number 70 Squadron. Number 70, 113, and 216 Squadrons. Admiral Hipper, sunk by the Hermes. Let's see, anything else major on there? Coastal Submarines. I don't see anything else too major. Those are the major ones right there, but we basically have sunk a good portion of their surface fleet. There's still the Tirpitz, there's still the Gneisenau, and there's still the... what are the other ones? The Admiral Hipper and the Deutschland? Is that it? I think those are the ones that are still out there. Not too terribly concerned about those ones, though. Although I am concerned about our... like, we have the let's see, who do we got in there? That's the Tirpitz, the Gneisenau, the Deutschland, and the... can't see what that other one is. But what we've been doing is using our bombers. We're using our heavy bombers very effectively to bomb out the Germans in their pens there, which is just working out swimmingly well. Battle of St. George's Channel. We're not very good. Like, we're finally starting to get Supermarine Spitfires here. They're not that great. Their organization could be higher, and they're not that great at fighting the Germans yet. But that's going to change. That'll change. We're not too worried about that. And we're doing okay over here. Ground attack. These guys are kind of out of it. Not doing too well anymore. But we are holding them at bay. You can see the 15th Panzer Division is quickly running out of organization. The Italians are sending in units to help them out. It looks like we might have another Panzer Division coming up. If these guys get attacked by another Panzer Division, they're not going to be able to hold out. But what they need to do is they need to hold out long enough for these guys to get their organization back and to dig in as long as possible. They're kind of my second line back there. We need them to stay up. So that makes me very, very happy, the fact that we managed to take out those German ships. You know what I actually want to do right now, real quick? You know, you guys, well, they're about to get upgraded. Well, it's going slowly, but their 4-engine airframe research advance allows for cargo hold. I'll say this guy was about to get this one was about to get the gun turrets and ammunition capacity, but I don't know how long that's going to be. Looks like, okay, right down here, that was the defensive battle here. We lost 4,400 men. They lost 3,600 men, so we lost a good deal of men, but we won the battle. We won the battle. Let's see, our primary fleet carrier force is right here. They're in Gibraltar repairing up, resting a little bit. A lot of these guys could use a little bit of hull patching here and there. But we've basically driven the Regia Nautica? The Italian Navy is basically gone. We've wrecked them. We've done a lot of damage to them. Let's see. We're finally getting our upgrades down. Reinforcements are still being problematic because of we're taking huge casualties, but upgrades are down. We have a lot of stuff on the list here, too. I like how the Duke of York is abbreviated DOY. I don't know, that just tickles me a little bit. I hate that they have access to these French ports because they're raiding down here now. Let's actually do this. See if we can find out who it is. That unit is still moving slowly through Belgium. I don't think it's a capital ship, but just in case it is. Are these guys still set up to attack? I thought they were set on CAG duty. Yeah. So they shouldn't be doing anything. CAG duty resting, yeah. Should just be getting reinforced and built up. Alright, that was a much better battle. That time we only lost 36 men. They lost 3,000. Now the 21st Panzer Division is attacking us, which is bad because the 21st Panzer Division is fresh. And these guys are not going to be able to hold out against it for too long. But they need to hold out long enough for these guys to dig the hell in, which is they're actually doing a pretty good job at. I mean, they're about halfway there. I hate taking this many casualties, but I need time. They need to give each other time, is what we need. Time. I mean, we could always bring in more units if we wanted to. We do have them. But I think what we have down there is enough. We have 3 garrisons in Glasgow Garrison, Blackwatch Garrison, Argyle, and Southern... Okay, there's a bunch of them. These stacks of garrisons. I mean, they should be getting wrecked fighting over my land. They should not be doing that. These guys need a cooler tits. Stop going over England. Or not going over France. It's gonna get you wrecked. Hopefully we can drive them off. This is gonna be ugly. This is an ugly attack because it's just desert plains. It's not good defensive terrain. We just need to hold out. Heavy bomber prototype. Technology. We're gonna go to prototypes. Heavy bomber prototype. Right there. Alright, good. Every single day we dig in is a day that they're not is an extra bonus for us, basically. The dig-in bonus is pretty damn good. I mean, I don't think I have much of it here. If I have any at all. No, I don't think I have any. No, we don't have any. Who the hell is this? Man, I wish we could find these fucks. German submarines. The only way we've been able to damage any German submarines is by doing things like this. Let's actually give them a bombing, just to remind them who's boss. Keep damaging those U-boats when they're not going to be able to go out. I love that the Tirpitz... Oh, I thought that Gneisenau was in there. He must have left. Good Gneisenau. It's gone. Tell you guys to cool it now. Don't go back over. There's just one bombing. So this is kind of devolving on, in our favor a little bit. I feel like I should combine these guys with somebody else. Like maybe grab this one and put them together. That would make a better unit. So we have combined arms, motorized support, infantry tank, motorized infantry attachment, artillery, and armored cars now. I feel like that's a much better unit. Ooh, what do we got? Legalistic restrictions for civil laws. So that means consumer goods during wartime down 2%, partisan efficiency up. That's better. I feel like what we got right now gives me more IC. I feel like what I got right now I like. See, efficiency, national unity changes by -4%. Does that mean they don't like it? Let's see. Limited restrictions -4%. I mean, it should be going up. Right? Although the convoy rating seems to be driving it down. Legalistic restriction. Should I? I kind of like the one I have right now. Well, what was... let's see. One of the following must be true. At war, because they're populated at least 50. Ruling party's not fascist. Neutrality is below 50. So one of those, probably conservative party thingy. Study for Air Force level 2. We're going to grab that. Spanish Civil War intervention. Boom. Gonna do that. There we go. Ugh. Still getting it. Alright, some of these units are starting to break and run. Should we ask... This is a thing. The embassy heard the Scharnhorst is lost. Yes, the Scharnhorst was lost. With France gone, Germany turns its eyes to Britannia. The Irish are also threatened by the Nazi menace. Should we make a compromise and give them unity for Irish allegiance? Ask them. There's no point. Ask them. The Irish have denied. Okay. Interesting. The Irish... Well, I guess it makes sense. I mean, at this point, the Irish weren't exactly fans of the English. I feel like our interceptors should just be so much better. Like, they should be ripping these guys to pieces. Well, they ripped that guy to pieces. A lot of air combat. A lot of air combat. Yep, and how much have these guys dug in? 15 days. Alright, those guys are... Well, let's make sure they're all fully dug in. 13 days. 15 days. 15 days. 13 days. Alright, so that's close. Let's get out of here. We're taking too many casualties now. Let's retreat. We'll retreat. You know what? I feel like... Is there any way to dismiss this to make it go away? I love this IC and IC efficiency of production thing. I don't want to get rid of that. Ruling party support. Consumer goods during wartime. Consumer goods during wartime down 3%. Well, I guess we could try it for a while and see if I like it. How's this fleet doing? It's doing pretty good. It seems to be just about ready to go. We can send it back here. See if we can figure out who this is real quick. Take out anybody we possibly can. These guys are going to retreat. That's okay. That's okay. They were there to stall the Germans, and they did they served their purpose. They stalled the hell out of the Germans. Let's see, maybe we could probably have these guys cancel their attacks, because we don't need them to. Not you. Although you might be useful somewhere else now. You guys are welcome to continue your attack into my fortified positions. I would not deny you. Could have sworn I told these guys to cool their tits. Look how far they went. God, I hate this. I cannot... Playing as Germany, I can't get them to stay in Germany, and playing as England, I can't get them to stay in England. Decryption machine. Ooh, detection. Detection for everybody. Sub-detection for everybody. War of the Worlds. Land organization minus 10%. Did I read that right? Encryption machine. Makes everybody less visible, and our convoy attacks are better. Right, anything else cool coming up? I feel like that should be near the top of the list. Alright, we have officers now, so we can get rid of that. Industrial production is not going to finish until December 4th, so we got a month. We got a month to go. Go on, go on. Launch yourself against my prepared defenses. I dare you. I dare you. How does the army actually look? We got a nice leader in here, right? Skill level 2, almost level 3, English General, Most Excellent Order, Logistical Wizard, and Old Guard. Carpet Bomber. Like, some of these guys are awesome. Trickster, General Service. Like, some of these guys are great. Like, why would I not be using them? I haven't really looked over this list too much. Like, this guy's okay. He's not bad. Yeah, you know what? I always think of Old Guard as something bad. It's really not bad. It was really... Old Guard sucked. It was like minus 50% experience in vanilla. But in this one, it's got its positives and its negatives. We'll leave him in charge for now. Alright, you guys gonna attack me? I'm sitting here. I'm waiting. It's an interesting looking armored car. They are, ha ha ha, they are attacking me. Do we have any stacking penalty? Nope. Dig in bonus of 76.8%. That is huge. Oh, Panzers are getting ripped to pieces too. Against our prepared defenses. Oh, they're gonna get wrecked here. I'm okay with that. Carrier aircraft prototype advance, which means under air wings, these guys are going to be upgraded. Ferry Fulmer Mark II, Ferry Swordfish Mark II. I thought we upgraded something else too. Interceptors. No. That one did recently. Page. Battle. Frankly, a lot of these British planes, never even heard of. But then again, I'm not entirely versed. Like, the British seem to find, like, there was a lot of, they made a lot of designs. They had a lot of different types of planes, and a lot of them entered very limited service. They would go in with one squadron, they realized they didn't frickin' work, and they would take them out. So there's all these crazy designs they had. And some of them were pretty interesting, but a lot of times it was just like, okay, well, the frickin' Hurricanes work real good, so let's just make 1,000,000 of those. Yeah, let's turn on the Indian Army. Now that is going, this small arms thing is going to, it didn't really rocket that up too high. Now did it? Go on, attack. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna get my experience. We'll let it crank up like that. Actually, we should watch this. Night Ninja. Alright, we found a light cruiser. That was probably one of the guys who was doing it. The convoy rating, that is. So Germany hasn't done anything else yet. Little surprised. Little surprised. Alright, go ahead. The Norway debate. Question put that this House do now adjourn. The ayes to the left, 281. The noes to the right, 200. Chamberlain had a commanding majority in the Commons, with 41 conservative MPs voting to bring down their government and a further 6 refused to support it. Chamberlain's support was crumbling. The sight of Admiral of the Fleet Sir Arquis voting against his own government while in full uniform shook the morale of the conservative backbenchers. Only a new prime minister could command support in the House of Commons. It was down to either Churchill or Halifax to lead the country, but Halifax was up here, and this could cause problems in leading a government. Chamberlain called together Halifax, Churchill, and the government chief whip David Margenson. Chamberlain asked who to go the next prime minister. Halifax speaks first. We'll get the King Calls Churchill event. We'll get the King Calls Halifax event. Well, I think we want Churchill. So we want the King to call Churchill, right? King calls Churchill. Possibly the technical government for the House of Lords. Halifax hits the nail on the head. Alright, Churchill stood with the House of Commons. So Winston Churchill's back. What's he gonna do for me? Alright, so we won that battle there. They realized they could not... Oh, hey, bud. Cat's on my lap. They could not break my defenses. I'm in no position to launch an attack, though. Know what we could do? And I hadn't thought about this before. Let's look at this infrastructure. So the infrastructure goes straight down this way. We could try to wreck the infrastructure. would be logistical bombing, right? Bomb the infrastructure and supply dumps. Let's wreck the infrastructure and cut off supplies. Yeah, that should do the trick, right? I mean, I never used to. I usually, this is really not kind of my thing. I usually don't do this, but if we wreck the infrastructure, completely destroy the infrastructure here, they won't be able to bring in supplies. I actually chose this province right here because I didn't want. I was thinking of going to Homs right there, but I was like, they can bring in supplies through the port right here. Not what I want. So let's grab this fleet right here, send them right there, do convoy raiding, send them to search for convoy, see if we can find any, sink those supply ships if they're there, keep bombing the hell out of the infrastructure right here. Just do logistical, everybody, we're gonna send everybody into logistical strike right here. And bomb out the infrastructure. Starve out these guys right here. Abandon the Channel Islands. After the Allied defeat in France, the British government decided that Channel Islands were of no strategic importance. Thus, despite the reluctance of Prime Minister Churchill and the British government gave up the oldest possession of the crown without firing a single shot. Without firing a shot, gain 2 dissent, partisans take over the Channel Islands, or we keep them. Well, let's keep them. See what happens. I mean, let's see. I really wanted... I think this might work. Keep bombing right here. Take out the infrastructure. Take out the supplies. Well, you know what we should do? Let's do this. Let's go logistical strike. And spread it out a little bit. And actually hit all 3. I don't think these guys are, you know, great at logistical strikes, but what we're going to do is they're going to hit the supply line, the supplies coming through. They're going to destroy them. You know what we need for this? We need strategic bombers for this, right? Well, what would be best at destroying infrastructure? Medium bombers? I would imagine medium bombers, right? So let's do this. We got 9 there. We got 1. Well, we've got them there. Let's bring them here. And let's bring these guys back, because they're kind of not needed over here anymore, but they could be useful up here. Let's do this. I'm trying to play this with one hand. Now, that sounds dirty. That's not an internet joke. That is not something for you guys to enjoy. Heavy armor design is nice. Let's actually take a look at that. Because I'm trying to pet if I stop petting him, he screams. So right now our tanks are Light Tank Mark III. That is a hell of a name, Britain. We have Medium Tank Mark II. Again, hell of a name. Heavy armor is the Matilda Mark I. I believe the Matilda Mark Is are only equipped with machine guns, and the infantry tanks are Infantry Tank Mark II. Interesting. All right. You know, I'm gonna have to stop you. I'm gonna have to keep using the cat's in the way. He's kind of on the keyboard now. He's in the way of this stuff over here. The plus and the minus. A little bit of convoy sinking right there. So let's see. Supplies. Can we see? So their infrastructure here is... I mean, they're doing very minor damage. Land power. Army doing combined arms. Transport ship hulls. So we're going to go to transports. Take that off. Add this on. Pop to the top of the list. The 1939 stuff we are going to take off for now. We can do it later. We are going to grab it later, but I don't want to take the penalty right now. And we already have a ton of projects on the list. Encryption machine, transport ship, mobile unit train. Oh, that unit training is going to be so useful. Organization, getting the organization of all these guys up, because the German organization is crushing me. They're so much better. So I think these medium bombers are going to do the trick for the infrastructure here. We're not really touching it with these guys, but I think the medium bombers are what's going to do the trick. So we're going to throw them. Let's throw them here. We're going to logistical bombing. Yeah, Poland better join the freaking allies. Let's see how they do here. Yeah, that's better. That's better. So we'll let our planes just rip this place to pieces and see what happens. And just because they are attached to the home command. Home command. They're all attached to the home. You know, because they all came from home command. So that's giving home command some experience, I think. Alrighty, nice. Alright. So that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to play this North African thing, because that's kind of the way North Africa worked in real life. It was a battle of supplies. It was trying to get enough supplies and, you know, spare parts and food and bullets and bombs to the front lines through, you know, really, really terribly thick enemy. You know, the Mediterranean was, it was nobody's. It was everybody's. Nobody controlled it. It was just, you know, everybody could go into it as much as they wanted. Nobody controlled it. So it was, you know, you send a supply convoy in and it would get ravaged. Both sides knew that. Is there a good place to defend? Let's fall back here. Mobile unit training. Yeah, we lost that. I mean, might as well try to keep these guys alive. How are my strategic bombers? Oh, the French ones. The French ones are good to go. Let's bring those back over here to North Africa as well and get them involved. I'm not sure if they're going to be... I really don't know who's the best at this kind of thing. Mercenary militia, infantry, or not now. That would give me minus... Oh, it's not that long. Mercenary infantry. Is not going to go on production. Ooh, elite light infantry. Those guys are amazing. Elite light infantry. I used lots and lots of elite light infantry when I was... Oh, that was a huge hit. I've got ships here. I've got ships here. Where are we? Why can't we find anybody? Damn it. Still having trouble with that. I don't think that detection equipment has actually made it onto any of these ships yet. So that's probably the problem. Mercs. There we go. Specialized light infantry, some of the best in the world. Love specialized light infantry. Alright, so let's see. Infrastructure. It's getting worse. I mean, we're basically not doing any damage to these two. But we're wrecking this one pretty good. Yeah, like these guys, you know, they just don't have the oomph for it. Yeah, those guys just aren't doing a good job. Light bombers as well. Might as well save them for something else. Alright, these guys lost a lot of order. Well, they got intercepted on the way down, too. But we're going to send them out. They shouldn't have any trouble fighting the... I mean, the Italians aren't... Air Force-wise, the Italians aren't here. Yeah, they're doing a little bit. I think the medium bombers are the best. I think the medium bombers are the best for that. So we're gonna keep knocking their supply lines and see what we can, see what kind of progress we can make here. And I don't think I can see their actual supplies here. With 4.5 of 7 infrastructure, yeah, we've really cut down the amount of supplies they can get through here. Love it. It went up. Yeah, I feel like we need more bombers. I feel like we definitely need more bombers. I'm just so happy that I finally dealt I wouldn't call it a crippling blow, but I dealt a damn good blow to the freaking German, the freaking Kriegsmarine. They got themselves, their asses nicely handed to them. And we're going to keep bombing Brest if we can. Because if we could just keep these guys damaged, and do whatever damage we can to these ships, keep them out of the ocean, then we'll be good. Oh, we're actually hitting the subs. I love it. Send you guys back, port strike during the day. Hit the Deutschland. What I really want them to do is hit the subs. That's what I really want them to do, is hit those fucking subs. Yeah, we're definitely taking the infrastructure out here. And this is the only... That's the thing about North Africa here. It's just that one strip right across the top here. You can't go anywhere else. The supplies have nowhere else to go. They have to go through that one area so we can choke them off. And if we play this right, might be able to destroy the Africa Corps. Because what I'm thinking is starve them out, land some units behind them, and tie them down over here with a frontal assault. That's what I'm thinking. I like that we got this combined arms group together with this brigade here, the 1st Brigade, 21st Brigade. Ooh, and they're actually about to upgrade. 98.4. 99.6. There we go. Speed 5 there for just a moo. Alright, how are we doing here? Well, I don't see the subs anymore. The Graf Spee is about done. Actually, I don't see it on the list anymore. I think we sank the Graf Spee. And I think we sank those subs. Let's cancel those attacks. I think we sank them. I can actually look on the list later. Boy, does that make me happy. What are we down to? 3? Yes! We're doing it. We're doing it. Look at the supplies here. So if we go to supply, we look right here. They can transport... It was like 1,500 before. I could have sworn it was like 1,500. Now the local supply is at 0. Oh, you see? It's starting to get red down this way. Are these guys doing any... they're barely... Maybe we could... Well, these guys need to be on air intercept, covering the Mediterranean. We could maybe double these guys up over here. Oh, those are the medium bombers. I thought the light bombers are there too. Send the light bombers out during the day. Infantry support weapons, nice. Infantry weapons should all be upgrading right now, but they're not. Why are they not? God damn it, do we ever need more ships? A lot of these... At least the supply convoys are not getting touched, basically. The supply convoys are safe. December 4th. Should we play up to December... I mean, we're running a little long here. You know what? I want to play it up to December 4th to get the industrial efficiency thing, but every time I ever say we're running a little long and I keep going, the game crashes on me. So we're going to leave it right here. And I'm going to call this a successful episode. We sank some U-boats. I think we sank the Deutschland, or the Graf Spee. The Graf Spee. We stalemated the Africa Corps and their Italian allies in North Africa again. So we basically, nobody can make any progress in North Africa right now. But we do have a plan on that. We are bombing the infrastructure system, which is a new tactic of mine. I haven't really used this tactic before in the past, but I'm hoping it works. If it works out well for me here, then we'll probably use it more often in the coming future. So everybody, if you have enjoyed this episode, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.